We are all about the facts here, not fear, and providing information to keep you and your loved ones safe. That's why we are bringing in Dr. Kohli. Happy Friday, doctor. She's going to be joining the conversation about the recent masks mandates. She's also going to clear the air about what is fact, what is fiction when it comes to wearing masks. So Dr. Kohli, here's our first claim sent in by viewers. Quote, if I socially distance from other people, I don't need to wear a mask in public. Is that fact or fiction?
Happy Fact or Fiction Friday, you guys. So this is actually fiction. You know, we've been talking about some time that social distancing and masks are not, one is not a replacement for the other, because social distancing works really well for those large droplets, the ones that tend to fall to the ground within about 2 to 3 feet of the person that's emitting them. But it doesn't work very well for those small aerosols that we know are generated when somebody is talking or breathing. So it is very important to do both, social distance and wear a mask.
That's good to know because I had convinced myself otherwise. Here's the next one. Inhaling my own carbon dioxide will make me sick. Is this fact or fiction? This is such a popular one. Please tell us, Dr. Kohli.
Yeah, this is a good one. So this is also fiction. So it is true that when you're wearing a mask, you are rebreathing some of your own breath, which has a lot of carbon dioxide. So if I were to check your blood while you're wearing a mask, your carbon dioxide level might go up just slightly. But that actually triggers your brain to breathe a little bit faster so that at the end of it, it all evens out. And the CDC has actually formally issued guidance that says wearing a mask is not likely to raise your carbon dioxide level to toxic levels. So don't worry about wearing that mask at all.
I'm so glad we were able to debunk that one. I've seen that meme getting passed on and on and on. It is officially debunked. Okay, so our last claim says, I should avoid wearing a mask with an exhalation valve as this does not protect me or protect others from me.
This is another good one. So this one is actually a fact. So those exhalation valves are those little rectangular things that you see on some of the masks that people are wearing. And they're actually designed, you guys, to let air out. So the purpose of the mask is to make it more comfortable to wear because it lets your air out more easily. But if you think about wearing that during a pandemic, it doesn't make a lot of sense because even though it protects you from others, it doesn't protect others from your air. So some states have actually banned the masks with exhalation valves. So definitely don't go out and buy one of those.
Good to know. Okay, so before we go, we got to bring back an old favorite. Hello, Dr. Kohli, silver lining. We need it today. Doctor, we're in desperate need of your good news. So what do you have for us?
So, you know, in the spirit of Fact or Fiction Friday, I thought it would be really important to talk about the two pandemics that are happening right now. One is obviously the coronavirus pandemic, but the other, I think, is the misinformation pandemic that's out there, particularly propagated by social media. So there's research out of Carnegie Mellon University that out of 200 million tweets on coronavirus, greater than 50% of them are actually by bots.
What?
And out of the 50 most influential retweeters out there, 41 out of 50 of those are actually bots. So I think that this is a tremendous time for us to raise awareness about misinformation, and companies like Twitter have already started fact-checking. So I think that's been a silver lining in this pandemic. We've realized how to recognize and combat misinformation.
We need to do better, though. I'm glad that you brought that up, Dr. Kohli, but we got, like, that's scary.
It's alarming.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is it's so enticing to people because people want to be confirmed in some capacity. So if these bots are putting out enough information,
then
validated. There's someone, that's being validated every step of the way.
Wow. Well, thank you, Dr.
Well, and it's, you know, readily available source of information. So people lean on social media just like because it's so readily accessible.
Well, like you said, the silver lining is we are now becoming more and more aware. Companies are doing their due diligence by making sure that they fact check. Hopefully we see more of this. Thank you, Dr. Kohli. Have a wonderful weekend. You'll be back next week. So if you at home have a question about coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. Again, there's no panic here, just prevention and precaution.